Hey friends, this is Crazy Chicken Lady, and I am coming to you to tell you today about my struggles on the farm. I recently bought 4 alpacas like in November, and they came to me thin, and they have lost a significant amount of weight over the winter. It was hard to notice because they were new to the farm and they're skittish, and I'm not touching them constantly. We had a bunch of rain recently, and about a month ago, and when it started raining, I noticed how skinny they were, and it concerned me. It upset me. It embarrassed me. I felt like there's no way I can bring anybody to my house to see my farm because it looks like I'm starving my animals to death. So I was a nurse I am a nurse. I worked in ICU for 12 years. So of course I started doing a bunch of research, and I've been trying to treat them by myself. I gave them Safeguard for 5 days in a row. I gave them ivermectin. They weren't having any diarrhea. And then I started finding them down. And when I say down, they could get up, but the first time it happened to me, I thought one was sleeping, and I went over and they wouldn't get up when I was approaching them, which is not good okay, so it's raining on me. So back to my story. I couldn't get them up, which is a significant sign of sickness. When I came over to them, I could roll them and they would pop up. So for the last 4 weeks, I sporadically find, in particular, 2 of them down. After the Safeguard, I took their fecals to the vet, and their fecals came back negative. I started them on Mana Pro, which is supposed to increase their weight gain. I was giving them Red Cell, just in case they're anemic, even though their FOMACHA scales were not terrible. I was giving them brewer's yeast, which is brewer's yeast culture, which is really good for their stomachs, and they have not gained any weight. So yesterday I found another one down, and I called the vet because I can't do it. So like I said, I was very embarrassed when they showed up, but they were very kind, and they weren't derogatory about the animals' conditions at all. In fact, they told me it was not my fault. So we started treating for epi. That is a blood disease that attacks the red blood cells of the alpacas. So we've started injections. I also ordered Baycox online, and that is, to treat for coccidia. They didn't have any coccidia in their stool, but the vet told me that there's a specific coccidia that is very hard to get on an alpaca smear, and so it's often overlooked. So she felt like because of their malnourished condition that we should go ahead and treat for those 2 things. So that's where I'm at. I did some research on rice bran, so I'm going to go get some rice bran today. And I don't know what else to do. So we're going to do this regimen. I'm going to give them rice bran, and I'm going to pray that they start to gain weight. I'm scared to death that I'm going to walk out and find one of them dead in the field. They are older. They're 10 to 12 years old. And I just wanted to let you guys know all of this because the struggle is real. I'm not experienced at this, and it's just hard. Raising animals is hard. There's learning curves, there's trial and error. You never mean to harm your animals, and you just do the best you can. I just wanted to let y'all know my story because it's embarrassing, but at the same time, I need prayer. I need prayer for my animals. I do not want them to die, and I really need them to gain some weight and get strong again. So I will update you guys and let you know if anything happens, if I lose one. So that's where we're at. Well, thank you guys for tuning in and listening. Click the subscribe button. Have a great day.